Right, are we ready? Good. Hello guys, it's Ben here from Next Gen Base. I'm here with Jonathan.
Right.
And I'm here with Andrew.
Hello.
And I'm here with Akito.
Is he the boy with the ghosty hand?
He is.
Right.
Are those the ghost wires?
This
going up
is
his hand?
Ghostwire Tokyo.
It is.
So yeah, we've got hands on this. This is a preview of Ghostwire Tokyo. We can't show too much,
But we are looking at it.
but we are looking at it.
We are
This is
looking
a
at
let's
it.
look at in advance. But yeah, so latest game from Tango Gameworks and Bethesda. It's another one of those instances where it's a PS5 exclusive that's being
Timed PS5 exclusive?
I can imagine it has to be,
Yeah.
doesn't it? So
Instantly, it looks bloody good, doesn't it?
it does look very nice.
You see that umbrella? Well, that's a good looking umbrella, though.
Yeah.
Have a
So
good look at that umbrella.
this
Little
one
transparent umbrella.
Oh, the transparent one.
Yeah,
here, transparent one.
Mm.
You can see right through it,
Look at
mate.
that. Amazing.
So yeah, this is it's a strange game so far. That's where I've got to be. Okay.
Oh, so is it like an open world sort of FPS kind of thing?
I don't know if it's fully open world yet. I mean, literally, this is kind of as far as I've gotten in the game, and this is
Okay.
like
You did a little pickup on a food bag there. Is it like ghosty delivery?
So here we go. Finger
Oh, okay.
guns.
Hello. Oh, pew pew.
So yeah, this is the main combat that I have so far seen.
It's like the guy from Eternals with the finger guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I did there was just basically grabbed essentially what is these things like heart and pulled it out of their chest.
Nice.
Well, they've all got umbrellas.
Yeah, so I can bizarrely I'm allowed to talk about what I've seen so far,
you
but
can't
I'm not
show
allowed
it.
to show it. But essentially, yeah, there was a big event that happened.
Oh, hello. What's going
When I
on
say
there?
a big event, I
Oh.
mean like a bad thing, not like E3, although that could be a bad thing. And yeah, like everybody that was living just suddenly vanished.
Yeah.
And now you've got these like tall men, Buffy the Vampire Slayer dudes.
Yeah,
wandering
like
around.
Slender
Yeah.
Man, but
Bit
Yeah.
close to the bone, isn't it, really?
yeah. So yeah, I've got to do this cleansing thing. Oh, and I've earned a trophy. There we go.
Okay.
Always good to win a
So
trophy.
so yeah, like it's quite strange so far. It's got me intrigued, that's for sure.
I've seen it for like 5 minutes and it's already got me intrigued.
Yeah, I'm actually
genuinely intrigued by this game.
Yeah,
I'd say 8 out of intrigued.
8 out of intrigued.
On a scale of 1 to intrigued.
Yeah,
it's an
Intrigued
8.
out of 10.
Okay.
So you may be able to hear that the dialogue is all in Japanese, with obviously English
Coming
subtitles.
through your controller as well.
Yeah, it does come through the controls, which is quite strange. I'm not going to lie, I found it quite... Oh, hello.
Oh, you
Can't
can't
go around
that
there.
way.
The old fog flock.
Hazardous fog. Andy wants to make a Dark Souls joke.
No, I don't, but I do now.
You totally did.
You could go. You can't get through that fog wall,
Okay,
can
so I
you?
need to go
Hey,
left
or something.
here. Oh, okay, so I need to go up here. Right.
This is really interesting.
Yeah. So basically, you have...
Can you pet the dog?
I don't know. Let's go and have a look.
Let's try.
The dog's barking at something.
Is he barking because you're not petting him?
No, he's barking because there's a
Oh,
ghost.
shit.
There's a ghost floating in the air. So,
What's going on with this Hellraiser type of shit that we've got going on here?
so at the start of it, there's a really mysterious man
Yeah.
in a mask.
More mysterious than those men.
Yes,
Okay.
he's got like a almost like a Ghost of Tsushima like Japanese folklore mask.
Yeah.
And yeah, that at the moment he's kind of hell bent on putting people in these little cubes.
Alright.
Okay.
He's a very organised man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to put everyone away in your cubes.
It's like a Kallax unit.
Keep them tidy, yeah.
So yeah, basically, the combat at the moment I mean, again, this is very, very early on in the game. I imagine it probably gets a little bit more complex than this, but at the minute it's a little bit simplistic. The reason I'm checking my watch is because we are on the clock for this one.
We are, aren't we?
Yes.
We are limited with what we can show, so...
Yeah, so...
Absorb them spirits.
Absorb some spirits into a bit of paper.
So I'm guessing there is a lot of sort of Japanese folklore and religion
it's
behind this.
all over this game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the first thing that you do is kind of... you see, like, loads of, Japanese stuff in the streets and...
Japanese stuff in the streets.
Yeah, I know it's quite
because you're in Tokyo. I think that's possibly why you're seeing a load of Japanese.
But I mean, just
stuff in the streets.
look at this.
It looks really good. Though.
It's really, really.
So this is performance mode.
I was just about to say, can we talk about the?
I haven't been told that I
modes?
can't. So let's go into quality mode.
I mean, you've got your 30s.
I mean, there is a dip in the frame rate, but I am.
Jerk, yeah.
I am reliably informed that this does indeed utilise the ray tracing.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's fully in the.
I mean, I'm all about the 60s.
In the performance mode.
Yeah.
But even without ray tracing, like the reflections and stuff, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know whether this is going to come across. Well, it won't come across in the YouTube video, but the sort of the HDR in the neon is just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
So find a phone booth. So I need to find a phone booth somewhere in here.
There's one.
There is one.
It's got your little picture on the front.
It does.
That's
little
the
paper boy
thing.
you got.
Yeah.
The little paper boy. Did you
Little
say?
paper boy, yeah.
Little paper boy.
So
Assuming the paper's gender.
Got to have that paper boy.
oh hello. What's happened there?
Right, they don't normally do that.
No.
I mean, most of the time these days they're like cash points, aren't they?
Yeah.
You don't tend to get phone booths in.
Or
in the
Wi-Fi
UK anymore.
hotspots.
Yeah.
There's one in the village near us that's got like loads of information about the village in it. Like the old
That's
pub
it?
and stuff. It's very good. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you regularly go
hello.
down there?
Only
On your
once.
lunch? Only once. Okay.
Yeah, only once.
And he's fallen asleep.
Was he bored?
Lazy boy.
Bored by all
So-
the ghosts attacking him.
So I mean, yeah, basically something bad happened
Right.
in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Everybody that's alive suddenly vanished.
Yeah.
This is your man.
Oh, is that who we are?
No, this is your.
Oh, he's the
That's the
This
mysterious
man
is
in
your
the
bad
mask.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad people and magic, Johnny. Again. It's like
Yeah.
Elden Souls all over again.
He's
Elden
got that
Souls,
kind
Elden Ring.
of. He's got the kind of mask that like a luchador would wear when they come to the ring, but they would take it off when they get to the ring.
Yes.
Because it's got horns on it. That's dangerous.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. Good foreshadowing as well for the next stuff we're going to record.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, it's definitely got me.
It's a game.
It's intriguing me at the moment. For
It
sure.
is. It looks really interesting. Definitely looks interesting. It's
Looks
got
lovely.
that kind of narrative, but with enough mechanics behind it to actually.
Oh,
make
I need to get a
compelling
lot
game.
of spirits.
Can you pet that dog?
I don't
Can't pet the
know.
dog.
Let's
Can't
have a
pet the
look. Where is it? There it is.
Oh, there was a little like a pet.
Oh, you can.
You
pet
can
the
pet
dog.
the dog.
Oh, he's a good boy, isn't he? As well.
This is goatee material. This is.
Game of the year.
Oh, and he has a little.
You can pet the dog.
Oh, he looks like a good
And
boy.
you get a trophy for petting the dog. There you go.
You're welcome.
So yeah, let me see if I can.
There is the Twitter channel, isn't there, where it.
Can you pet the dog?
Can you pet the
Can you pet
dog?
the
I think we
Yeah.
might tag him in this and get
Yeah,
some
you can pet the
hashtag
dog.
coverage.
They might like it.
Yeah, so got a couple of minutes left. So what the hell is
Ends and
that?
neon discs.
That's not supposed to be there.
Leave it for now. Keep moving.
Okay. That's not the usual kind of Japanese stuff that you see in the streets.
So yeah, you can
Oh, hello.
basically if you smash things that are in the street, so yeah, you'll get little different coloured items that are just floating in the air.
So it's got that it's got that kind of arcadey sort of feel to it as well, isn't it?
The thing that I am finding sort of immediately while playing this game, and I nearly said something differently there, I don't know what I said.
We can go
Yeah,
to the shop
the
as
thing
well.
that I'm finding sort of relatively quickly is that it's got almost like a Control vibe to it.
Yeah. With all the
yeah.
paranormal.
Yeah.
Shit.
Is that a cat?
It's a yokai. Oh, is it one of those yokai? Like, cause
No,
So-
that is a cat that is
No.
floating
So
in midair.
You can talk to the cat though.
You
In
can.
Neo 2,
But
you
sadly-
can find these demons, these little cats that roll around after you, and that's all based on like Japanese folklore. So
Okay.
I wonder if that's like a little
Possibly.
cat like that.
But sadly, that's all we're allowed to show you.
Yes, don't know.
That is our preview
That
of.
looks like my cat. That does.
That is our let's look at preview
Does your cat do that?
of Ghostwire Tokyo.
Not that I've seen her do. It looks really nice.
It
looks lovely.
It looks lovely,
I'm
and
pleased.
yeah, the story is so far intriguing me enough to carry on for a little while.
And it's got finger guns as well.
It has finger
Pew
guns.
pew finger guns
pew.
and
And,
floaty cats and very good boys.
Yes, and what we'll do is I will have a written preview up, which kind of goes into a little bit more detail. That will be on the website at the same time you're watching this. So go check it out. Get subscribed.
Finger guns. Pew 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 pew.
No.
You've got
Oh,
one
ring the
job.
bell.
Ring the bell to get the notifications.
He's got an actual bell that he brought with him.
Well, no, we had the bell when you weren't here. We did
yeah,
the
yeah.
bell.
Anyway,
Andy demanded I ring the bell.
You need to ring the bell. That's the thing now.
I wasn't going to.
yeah, leave us a
Hashtag-
comment.
Hashtag bell.
Hashtag bell, leave us a comment, all that stuff. Let us know if you're excited and what you want to see from more content for Ghostwire Tokyo, because we will probably aim to do it.
Do some videos.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
2 tails.
Say goodbye to the cat.
Bye.
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 Right, let's just pause that for a second. See, it turns out that I'm incapable of telling the time, so we actually recorded for a bunch less time than I thought we had. So with that in mind, here is some more footage and our full preview of Ghostwire Tokyo for you to digest as well. Ghostwire Tokyo is the second and the last of Bethesda's PS5 console exclusives that were promised before they were bought by Microsoft. The paranormal tale of one of the most recognisable cities in the world suddenly becoming deserted has piqued a lot of interest since its reveal, and the release date certainly shocked a few with how soon it was after it got announced. So it's here that I'll be running you through our thoughts, and whether it's one to keep on the radar when it launches in just under a fortnight. You play as Akito following a mysterious event that's caused everyone in Tokyo to disappear from the physical realm in a flash. A thick fog surrounds the playable area, damaging you if you dare to move into an area you're not ready for yet. To add to the mystique, Akito has had his soul linked with KK, a former cop whose spirit is roaming free at the start of the game. Akito was the unfortunate victim of a car accident shortly before the spooky apocalypse came and left piles of clothes strewn around downtown Tokyo. KK has a set of abilities which allows Akito to shoot various ethereal beams from his fingers. In the early going, you're given a wind skill which fires neon green bolts from your hands, but these are backed up by a water-based attack and a really powerful fire move in the early going. But what will you be shooting with these powers, I hear you ask? Well, Tokyo may be free of humans, but there are some exceptionally creepy folks roaming around the streets in their place. The faceless visitors are all over the shop here, ranging from the bizarre headless schoolgirls to the really heavy-set fellas with umbrellas. Each will have a unique set of attacks and will be jerking and moving all over the place in a way that is unsettling as it is pulse-quickening. Get caught up in a group of 5 or 6 and you'll suddenly find yourself in a very bad spot indeed. Thankfully there are ammo restocks dotted around the world, and the enemies themselves will drop supplies once they're downed, but it can lead to some really hairy moments in combat. In the quieter moments, Akito encounters floating blue spirits, which can be collected and returned at any one of a number of phone boxes dotted throughout the map. These spirits are all that remain of the citizens of Tokyo, and you'll need to store them in katashiros, small paper cuttings of ghosts, in order to level up and progress. Akito's quest becomes twofold quite quickly. Firstly, he's trying to establish what happened to his sister after she was kidnapped by the game's big bad, the man in the Hanya mask. The second part of his mission is to establish what the hell actually happened, how he's become linked with KK, and how to reverse the calamity that's occurred, as you make your way through a meticulously reconstructed depiction of Tokyo. And that leads me on to how the game looks and performs. With the game a couple of weeks and doubtless a few patches away from release, it's already shaping up to be a technical stunner. We've been spoiled for choice with a bunch of games looking fantastic recently, and Ghostwire Tokyo looks like it's going to continue that trend. There are a total of 6 options here to choose from how it runs, including high frame rate versions of quality and performance mode, allowing you to choose which way you want to soak in the sights of nighttime Tokyo. More excitingly, the game implements ray-traced reflections in its quality modes, while drenching the Shibuya streets in copious amounts of rain, allowing the game to truly flex its eye-candy dispensing muscles. Of course, we'll have a technical comparison video up on our YouTube channel when the reviews hit, but if you're on the hunt for a graphical powerhouse following Horizon Zero Dawn's visual feast, then it looks like Ghostwire might be the one for you. Gameplay-wise, the first 2 chapters show a ton of the features, mechanics and abilities that will be available as you guide Akito through the game. The range of enemies is pretty standard, but as I approached the end of Chapter 2, there were some moments that legitimately terrified me. The introduction of one enemy type caught me completely off guard and had me panicking for a moment while I readjusted to take them down. That's not to say that this is a full-on survival horror title, but it's got enough unnerving elements to send the odd shiver down the spine of anyone with a passing interest in the genre. In fact, I'd say that my time with the game so far reminds me more of Control than the likes of Resident Evil, albeit with a slightly less dynamic combat system. It's got just the right amount of intriguing moments to pull you through the story, and enough side content for you to take a break if you feel like doing so. Another thing to mention here is the audio options. By default, the game has all of its dialogue in Japanese with English subtitles. There are of course other dubs available, but this adds to the aesthetic really well. Toward the end of the preview time that I had, Akito and KK became separated, which definitely ramped up the tension. Having to navigate an area that was swarming with visitors became much more difficult, knowing that I couldn't bust out some ethereal combat. And when they finally got reunited, an ability got unlocked that should make things very interesting indeed going forward. Even with this early showing, I've got to say that this has shot up my most anticipated games list. It had me intrigued with the trailers, but having been in Akito's world, roaming the desolate streets of Tokyo and being in awe of just how good everything looks, I feel confident enough to say that this is a game you definitely shouldn't be sleeping on when it launches on March 25th. Thank you for joining us, guys. If you've enjoyed this preview, please do drop us a like, leave us a comment down below, let us know what you're thinking about Ghostwire Tokyo and indeed my timekeeping skills, and we will see you soon for some more content very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.